Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am Karina, and today we are making chicken fajitas in the crock pot. Oh my goodness, you guys. I totally got cut off. I'm so sorry. So all I've done is I layered the salsa in the bottom, and I was just saying that I like to add a layer of salsa if I'm making like chicken or something that's, Mexican style. I like to add a little layer of just like a sauce kind of in the bottom of the crock pot before the meat goes onto it, so that there's a barrier between the crock pot itself and the meat. I don't know why. I think it's just a personal thing, but I just feel like it might like overcook or something, or dry out if it's touching the crock pot. And I don't think that's actually a thing, but I just do it anyway. So then I just added all of the seasonings on top of the salsa in order to season the chicken that's going to be laying on top of the salsa. So let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to now fillet the chicken breast that I have. So as far as filleting the chicken breast, I am going to, I think I'm actually going to grab a little baby cutting board instead. Okay. And I'm just going to cut them in half. And I cut them all the way through. Okay, and then I'm gonna lay, oops, whoa, kind of threw that in there. So after they're cut, I'm just gonna start laying them into the crock pot. Alright guys, so now that the chicken's in there, I'm gonna go ahead and season the top of it. So once again, I'm just gonna go in with each of my seasonings and just kind of do a light kind of layer over them. Alright, and lastly, my taco seasoning, just a little sprinkle of that. Alright, and now you could totally add a little bit more salsa. I feel like I have quite a bit on the bottom, so, and I don't want it so like soupy, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it, and then I'm going to add the bell peppers on top of this. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and wash my peppers and go ahead and cut those up and add them on top. So let's do that. The bell peppers are in there. This thing keeps falling over. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of seasoning to the top of these guys. And we are gonna be good to go. Okay, so this is super simple and very basic. If I were making this just for myself, I would actually add an onion, probably a, I don't know, a red onion maybe, or a yellow, I don't know, and add that in here to kind of cook with the peppers. My husband hates onions, so we just go with the bell peppers. So that's plenty for us, and you can definitely add in whatever kind of variety that you'd like. And if you want to, you can always add a little bit of extra salsa to the top of this as well. Even as it's kind of cooking, if you want to like just take a look at it and check on it and see if it needs a little bit more, you can do that also. I'm going to leave it as is for now, and we're going to go ahead and start the crock pot. So let me grab the lid and all of that good stuff, and we'll get this puppy. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on high for 4 hours here. The green light is on right here, so I'm gonna let that cook, and it is just about 7, so it's not gonna need 4 hours, which is the reason why I filleted the chicken, so that it will cook a little bit faster. So this should be done in about 2 hours, maybe a little less. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it while I do some other things, and we will come back and see how it is going. As you guys can see, super, super simple. I think I'm gonna put the rice on now also, so that that can cook in the meantime. So we are right next to the stove right now. This is where I usually set up our rice cooker. This little guy is by Black & Decker. We got it ages ago, and we use it for pretty much everything. It also has like a steam basket too, which is really cool. You can use that to steam veggies if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and make some rice. We are using this rice, it's Mahatma, yeah, brown rice. And I have it in a large canister, but I'm going to refill our canister because we are Alright, so I just did 2 cups of the rice, and then I'm going to add the water here. Alright, so I added 5 cups of water for the 2 cups of rice, and I usually just do twice the amount of water, but with the brown rice I do just a little bit extra. And then I'm also going to season the rice a little bit just with some salt. You guys are probably like, dang, that girl uses a lot of salt, but maybe I do a little bit, but oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on this and just hit this switch down here. So it's on warm right now when it's like the yellow light, and then I'm gonna hit cook so it goes to the red light. And when that is done, the little switch will pop up, and I will pull the rice out, and we will be good to go for that. Alright guys, so it looks like the chicken is done, so I'm just going to pull it out and shred the chicken, which you could either shred it or you could cut it, or you could leave it whole if you want to do that, but I'm just going to go ahead and shred ours and then put it back into the crock pot to cook for just a few minutes longer. It's just about 9, so it's been 2 hours now that it's been cooking on high, and it's like perfect. Alright friends, so the chicken is all shredded, and I've just mixed it back in with the peppers. I'm going to just put our crock pot on warm for maybe like half an hour just so the peppers can get a little more soft. Some of them are still, well, actually they're not too bad. So I may just turn this off and let it cool down before I put it all away, because the peppers will kind of continue to cook. And then I also am done with our rice. So let's take a look at that too. Okay guys, here is our rice cooker. The top gets so gross while it's cooking, but the rice is good to go. So I'm gonna put this in a Tupperware, and we'll have rice with the fajitas, and that is pretty much it. So it's really simple and, you know, really easy to make. So we'll just do rice, and then the chicken, bell peppers. You can top it with salsa and cheese. You can definitely eat the chicken and, you know, the bell peppers and the chicken fajitas with tortillas if you wanted to. I didn't buy enough tortillas, so I bought tortillas for burritos, but not for this. So we're just gonna go ahead and have it with rice. But you could certainly do like a side of salad or beans, and, you know, make it a whole dish for yourself as well. Right friends, so that is really all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. And if you make this recipe, definitely let me know. I would love to see it, and to find out, you know, what you thought of it and how you tweaked it to make it your own. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.